Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Full time here at St James's Park tonight. Newcastle United 0, Crystal Palace 0, but that does not matter because Newcastle have won 3-2 on penalties. Nick Pope steals the show by saving 3 from the spot. Completely saved our arses tonight, let's be honest. Performance wise, I'm going to quickly address this now. I didn't think we were great, to be honest. I thought Palace, I wouldn't say they were a better side, but I thought they were probably better set up. And Newcastle, other than the one shot, didn't create enough for my liking, but that's understandable when you've got so many matches on at once. And at the end of the day, all I cared about was going through this round, which we've done. So yeah, I'm going to not complain whatsoever at all. But anyway, as you can see in the title and thumbnail and in my previous video, for the first time ever, Newcastle United have invited content creators in the press conference room. They've been all around the place. It's definitely probably one of my best moments ever for an experience wise for my channel. It really was an amazing experience being there today. But unfortunately I can't show you any video footage inside St James's Park, so I've got to more or less just talk you through it. I took plenty of pictures. I talked you through my experience there in the press room, what you as fans expect from it. So the first thing off actually, so you go straight for the media suite. The first person you will bump into straight away is Lee Marshall. He's the head of the media team, so he showed me around the entire room. It was great to see. Showed me around the actual press seats to go into as well, so everyone has the laptops plugged in, everyone's got the phone chargers out. The Wi-Fi, you actually have Wi-Fi as well. That's probably the best part about it, to be honest, having the Wi-Fi. The data's also bad in St James's Park, but seriously though, back on topic, he showed you around everything, and you get to speak to all the journalists in there, so that was the first thing. Now, I've met the majority of the journalists before, but of course you got like to keep down in there. You got George Cork and Chris from the Athletic. You got so many different people. You got Luke Edwards, Craig Cole, pretty much any journalist you can think of, they were all in there, and it's a great chance to hear their stories, just speaking about Newcastle United, just hear everything about them, because the majority of those journalists in there have been around here 10, 15, 20 years, and obviously this is the peak of Newcastle in that time. So it's amazing to get in there. Food wise, we had a lovely curry in there. The chicken was quite nice, to be fair. I was actually quite a big fan of the food we got, as well as I think have like naan, bread, rice. It wasn't much there, but it was enough essentially. Don't want to get too greedy. The food now was pretty good. So before the game, you get your team sheet, you get your program, you more or less just have a match build up. There's nothing to it really. It's kind of what you expect from the media side of things, but where things get quite interesting is when the game's on and after the game. So of course, as I said before, you sit in the really nice seats right next to the pitch. You hear Eddie Howe, you see the players are so close here. It's crazy how good the view is in the media area. So you sit down there, you take in the atmosphere. As I said before, the Wi-Fi is on, so you can constantly check your hour scores. That was quite important tonight in the Carabao Cup with the amount of big teams that went out. Arsenal's out, Chelsea's out, Tottenham's out. My word, we have got a decent chance of winning the full thing if we can get a nice tie tomorrow. So yeah, that was quite big, keeping an eye on the scores and just in general, just soaking in the atmosphere for once. It was really good to be that close to the pitch, and as the match went further on, yes, the game wasn't particularly great to watch, but it was building up to that penalty shootout. That's where the drama kicked in, and I had a really sneaky feeling we were going to lose tonight. For my first ever time in the media area, losing, and then we had to listen to Eddie Howe after the match being deflated and pressed. That would have been like my worst nightmare. So Bruno missed his pen, really bad miss from him, mind that. He's been phenomenal for Newcastle, but that pen was one of the worst pens I've seen in the world. But thankfully, as I said before, Nick Pope turned up. My word, he turned up, and Newcastle got that win. And after the match, Eddie Howe press conference, he comes out, he's in a good mood, about 20-minute conference or so. Or you hear all the different journalists ask different questions. Now, unfortunately, that was probably one of the things we couldn't do. We couldn't ask Eddie Howe any questions directly, but afterwards, we were all allowed to take a picture of Eddie Howe, so look at my reaction there of him. Love that. I was a bit excited, to be honest. I don't know why I'm sort of hunched down, for example. Eddie Howe is taller than me. Why am I sort of leaning down for him? But yeah, that was amazing, getting a picture of Eddie Howe afterwards. And the buzz, it was just that buzz just kicked in, just knowing that we are in the draw tomorrow, just knowing that Newcastle have got that place in the next round. It was an amazing feeling. Now, I'm not going to go on for too much longer. To be honest, I kind of told you most of the stuff you need to know. The biggest part about that was, of course, seeing the press conference live and just seeing how the club operates behind the scenes. Just seeing the media team firsthand, how they would work with journalists. That's kind of the main part to it. There's only so much I can unfortunately say in camera. I can't sort of describe to you how you've seen it firsthand. So it's kind of one of them ones where I can only do so much, but it was a brilliant experience. I thoroughly loved it, and it was amazing for the club to offer content creators such a great opportunity. So massive thanks to everyone at the club, and yeah, I definitely want to tell the grandkids that one. Look at that, that is, oh, it's sorry, wrong side. Look at that is real. Adam Pearson Media, wow, look at that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the Carabao Cup draw.